Hello everyone and welcome back to Nikhil Reacts, the show where you watch me watch Teen Titans and say, hey, where's the rest of it? You remember last season when I was praising the show for being so reactor friendly? Evidently I spoke a bit too soon, because this season ends on a two-parter, which means another episode is gonna have to be a one-off. Seeing as this is the halfway point, this felt like as good a time as ever. Though, of course, I don't pre-screen these episodes because that's the fun of a reaction, so it's equally possible that this is a triumphant tour de force of emotion or the silliest damn thing I've ever seen. Either way, it's content, baby!
Long ago, on a small blue planet called Earth, there was a young alien girl who lived in a tea.
Okay, it's seeming like silly. That's okay. Can't have less going on than the car romp.
She had many friends.
She knew people who lived with her in a tower. Let's see one of them enjoy something Tamaranian, and then we could talk about the word friend.
Very powerful and very brave.
Oh, so the tower does have a washing machine! Tara, why the fuck were you using the kitchen sink? Also, what is happening here? Did Starfire lose a bet? Beast Boy, I don't know if I'd be laughing this maniacally if my friend had to wash the shit out of my underwear.
Until one day...
Is this episode going to be Starfire gets a pimple? Oh, I can make it work. I can make it work. It is a pretty insane pimple, to be fair. I mean, I've seen bigger on my own face, but it's nice to see that teenage years are hard for everyone. Very easy solution. Never mind. Sorry, I thought we were moving on to a different, potentially more serious issue. Okay, so this is what I'm always saying about the stylistic animation sometimes getting in the way of understanding. Because she doesn't have 100 fingers, right? That's an artistic choice. Does that mean it's also a normal pimple being artistically rendered? Or is it literally supposed to be a finger going in and out of her skull?
Starfire, hurry up!
No shot you guys got one bathroom. What is in this tower? I once again have to ask, is the entire middle section just an elevator?
You've been in there for 20 minutes! And I'm not paper trained!
Paper trained? That does actually raise a good point. Turn into a dog and go outside. Look at the stream on this boy! You can't say that on the internet, fun fact. But also, Robin once again proven he doesn't need superpowers to get the job done. And I was kind of right. Alien acne can only take a story so far. Thank God we've got such a gripping secondary conflict in Beast Boy's bladder control. Was that supposed to represent him peeing in the plant? Because not to be that guy, but there's an entire bay around you and you can become a fish. Better yet, turn into a bird, find someone you don't like, everything works out.
What you are about to see may shock and disturb you.
It's a zit.
Okay, so it's not a mystical finger.
Now I shall no longer feel worry or shame or...
The shame only comes back when the boy she likes walks in. It's always cute when the Titans feel like teens.
Deep down inside, something strange was happening.
Are we doing like a full puberty metaphor? That's fine, but like how far are we going with it? Because this video sounds like it would fit very well in a video I was shown in 8th grade.
The next day, she grew tusks on her neck.
Of course, Tamaranian puberty is turning into a monster. There's a character in Marvel called Gossamer who's like this cute girl that interacts with the New Mutants, and it's revealed that the adult form of her species is a giant, monstrous space beast. And at this point, I would not be surprised if the same thing was true for the Tamaranians. All I know about them is what Starfire says, and they still seem like the most out-of-pocket aliens in any piece of fiction.
She developed bizarre cravings for the most unusual foods.
Oh my god, I don't know how I didn't put this together earlier. She's turning into Toad!
And with each
Just for the record, next time, Beast Boy, that whole thing can be your toilet.
They will surely think I am turning into some sort of horrible monster.
Who would think that you were turning into a monster just because of all of your clearly monstrous traits?
I must never allow anyone to see me ever again.
Starfire, we need to go!
To be fair, how did you think that was gonna work? It's hard to go full Elsa when you're actively serving on a team. Clayface! Or legally distinct ripoff Clayface from earlier. In Not So Clayface's defense, why is there toxic sludge running underneath the football field in the first place? The man's gotta eat. It's not his fault you made it inconvenient.
Is that a sewer pipe?
I'd argue no. It's light green. Right. Artistic interpretation. God, that makes being a pedantic dork hard. Does that seem like an appropriate response to you, Robin? The man was just trying to go to the monster equivalent of the watering hole. I think one bomb would have sufficed.
I don't know what's more disgusting, Plasmus. The way you look or the stuff you eat.
The stuff he eats. It was lime green.
Come on, Booger Man! Give me what you got!
He's not made from boogers. He's made out of gunk that looks a lot like clay. Get it right.
Time for the Beast Boy Blitz.
Hi, no, that's the fastball special. I don't care if you're a different franchise. Use the correct terminology. Beast Boy. A rhino's too big of a target. You want to turn to something small and mean, like a weasel. Well, now I see what Starfire and Robin have in common. Both big fans of bombardments. Now, Cyborg, your voice said booyah, but your body was not giving booyah. I need to see at least a little bit of arm-pumping action. Gotta give it to her. At least she's inconspicuous.
You've been acting kind of strange lately. Is everything okay?
Robin, you wouldn't understand. My face is breaking out. I smell weird. I got tusks in places tusks should not be.
Just when you thought he couldn't get uglier.
When you insult wannabe Clayface, you're not hurting his feelings. You're hurting the feelings of all your friends who are turning into horrible abominations.
And like every other monster, he's got to go.
Aw, Starfire's realizing her boo is bigoted. Oh, don't worry, Starfire. I'm sure he's not talking about you. Just, you know, the ugly monsters that no one wants to look at. The ooze! It mutated me! The horror! She literally still doesn't look that bad. Sure, parts are spikier than they used to be. In many circles, that's a blessing.
Starfire?
How is laughter the response? I would actually understand a light level of initial disgust, maybe even a rude comment, but what is humorous? That the alien baby? She's getting mocked by the alien baby?
I truly am a monster.
Tamarinian puberty is gonna be like 10 seconds long, isn't it? She's gonna come back somehow hotter than before and be like, wow, that was a really rough 4 hours.
I must find a new world, one with monsters as horrible and ugly as I.
Wait, does she have a home planet? I was just kind of assuming Tamarania or whatever got kryptoned, but there's no evidence of that. Why are you on Earth? Is this like a study abroad program?
Not even her home planet would take her in.
Oh, well, that answers that. Also, I rescind my earlier shade to her species. Apparently this is not natural. She's just a freak. Okay, I got 2 issues with this, and they do contradict one another. A, these guys aren't ugly. They look like Darth Maul wearing a Viking helmet as a choker. You're gonna tell me that Darth Maul isn't sexy? You know how many people want to get a taste of that spiky freak? And B, you're not that ugly. So, I guess technically you have achieved your goal.
Hello, fellow ugly monsters.
I don't know what's more out of pocket there, the greeting or the reaction. But both of you were kinda unnecessarily hostile. That's just a turtle. I refuse to buy into this show's philosophy that extruding spikes are somehow hideous. My apologies, I don't know how I saw turtle earlier, but still, they're like spider baboons, and that was good enough for Ben 10. I appreciate that each of these planets are color-coded, but also, these are literal little green men. This is the default alien we're now insulting.
But with each new world she visited, the strange alien girl felt uglier and uglier.
But it's taken me until now, a little halfway through the episode, to realize that this is just the Ugly Duckling, hence the storybook intro. But you know what? In my defense, I'm pretty sure that's about puberty too. Space crabs climbing over asteroids. One of the simplest yet most creative and interesting ideas this show has put forward so far. Did you retrofit your submarine to be a space shuttle? I mean, I guess that technically makes sense, but still seems like a big overhaul to do without tram.
I don't care what it was built for. It's going into space.
Oh, no, my apology. You didn't retrofit anything. Robin's just a stubborn dick. Buddy, you can't just slingshot a submarine into space. I'm like 90% sure. Sometimes that 10% is all that matters, and 10% of me is a dumbass. Starfire versus a piranha plant was not the crossover I expected, but I'm happy to see it.
Let go now, please!
Starfire, you're overthinking this. Shoot it with a fireball and it'll go back in its pipe. Too ugly to eat. I can't lie, that one's got a sting.
Oh.
So no, not a pimple. A slowly manifesting horn. What sort of disgusting, universally despised creature would have a single magnificent horn sprouting out of their head? Gross.
There is nothing wrong with you.
Nothing wrong?
If this does turn out to be natural, her home planet's full of dicks. Or they never actually turned her away, she just assumed they would because she didn't pay attention to that video in 8th grade.
You are changing. Do you know why?
Because life is cruel and God hates me?
It is because I have a zit?
No, I think by now it's become pretty clear Raven and I were way off base with that one.
You're experiencing the transformation, a perfectly normal part of the Tamaranian life cycle.
When my sister had transformation, she merely turned purple for 2 days.
Oh, it's different for everyone. Or Blackfire defied natural process specifically to spite her sister. Both seem logical.
Transform into a chrysalis. Relax, dear. It will all be over soon.
This better pay lasting dividends. I swear to God, if she's just slightly taller, I want a new design from this point forward.
Because I am a Cyremilian chrysalis eater.
I was curious about the sinister music. Thought maybe it just represented the horror of aging. Wait, was she the space crab? What a fascinating reveal. I love Crab Lady waiting for her to be fully finished to start gnawing away. Can't eat your chrysalis too ripe or you get indigestion.
Please scream all you wish. It whets my appetite.
You're the chrysalis eater. Can't really blame you for wanting a munch. But you can have some decorum. There's no reason to be evil.
I can no longer have a home or friends. I am far too ugly for such things.
Not for nothing, Crab Girl, far uglier. At least you're not the ugliest person in the room when you die.
Starfire!
Do all these planets have air? And did you know that going in? Or were you counting on pure badassery to see you through?
Starfire? Where's...
In here?
See, maybe I'm a dumbass, but I would just assume the evil crab put her in the shell? That is a spider. I don't know why I've said crab so many times, but you know what? We're too far in now.
You can have her back once I finish digesting her.
Hey, nobody on this team wants to see any shit unless they're scraping it off of Beast Boy's dirty undies. Yes, the classic crab web.
Hang on! I'm going to get you out!
Okay, moment of truth. You had a whole episode about transformation. What's gonna be on the other side?
I don't care how you look. Besides, you look fine to me.
What the fuck, man? They did say Blackfire only turned purple for a few days, so I guess it's always supposed to be temporary. But come on, that's not a transformation. It's an interstellar bad hair day.
I am normal. Mostly.
Okay, that's something. A little bit of a power up. I can get behind that. Honestly, kind of thought you did that already, though. Bombardment! Bombardment!
Dude, since when can your eyes do that?
Since just now?
Again, I feel like No, like she's definitely done that before.
Please do not reject me. I am almost normal.
I don't think that line works when she is legitimately back to normal. That's something you could have said when she had scales.
You'll always be Starfire on the inside.
Just sometimes the sight of you being Starfire causes me to laugh.
And they all lived happily ever after. That is, until Beast Boy got the chicken pox.
Damn, Beast Boy's not vaccinated? Hate to see it. Anyway, this was a very cute episode, and it did have some genuine emotional depth. It's a fun spotlight for Starfire, and a nice way to show off a new villain. Kinda wish he'd survived at the end, but you know, someone's gotta feed the plants. I hope you guys don't mind a shorter one this week. If you want to see the rest, make sure to subscribe to follow along, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment down below. If you didn't, lie. What mysterious entity could this be? The return of Aqualad? You know this can only mean one thing. Tram! Tram's back! Return to me, my glorious fish mechanic king!
So, which team am I on?
No, it's just Terra.